Let's talk about packaging the mission next. I'm now in the dark mode FMS folder, and what I have set up, I usually have a developer version of dark mode which contains assets made by me, and then I have a pure version of dark mode which only has the core assets. And this is now so that when I'm ready to release a mission, I go to the pure side and I make a folder for the mission there, and then I will do the final pushes in the releasing in this folder, so that if there is, like, I have forgotten to copy some asset to the folder structure here, then I notice immediately if there is something wrong. But here we didn't have any custom assets, so it's not really a problem. But this is my workflow. Let's have a look what this folder now contains. We have few folders, and then we have few text documents. And what does the guys folder contain? Assets and maps. And assets contain a generic loading bar, which is the bar you usually see when the loading happens, and then I have a loading screen which I made just now. So I took a screen capture of the starting scene and just made some artistic filters on it. Moving on, we have a map. This contains the bakery guy, so this declares what the loading screen looks like. It has the FM title, which is this. It shows the name of the mission. I can change the fonts here, but I've been using this template forever, so I just changed the mission name here and I'm good to go. Here it says this, and then it has the definitions for the progress bars, and also the loading screen is defined here. The next folder is maps, and this contains the bakery map or the mission map I made with DR, then the AAS32, which is the navigation information collision modifier, and this file, which I don't know what it does, but basically these are formed by the DMap process. And then I just copied these here. The folder also contains the bakery script, which runs this player night vision, as I showed earlier. Moving on, I have a materials folder, and here I have bakery material, and this is the custom material we made for this plaster texture, so that the frob highlighting works. So that had to be done. Oh, save games. I don't need those. That's what I was testing, so these were generated by the game itself. And then I have xdata. And in the xdata folder I have bakery xd, which is the file that was generated by the readable editor. And then we have a briefing xd, and this is where we will create the mission briefing. This I just copied from the Golden Skull mission, so this needs to be edited so that we have the briefing, but let's do it later. Oh, and then we have these text files. The dark mode text contains what the mission loader, what information the mission loader shows. So the mission name, then a brief description and the author. README, that contains the extra information that is shown when the player presses the more info button in the new mission screen. And then the starting map has simply the name of the map, so that the game knows which map is supposed to start when the player starts the mission. So let's make the briefing next, and I'm gonna just use the simple text briefing. And you need to have in your xdata folder, you need to have a briefing xd, and the briefing xd must have your maps / your mission name / mission briefing. And I will put bakery, yes, here, so now it starts to work. And here I define how many pages, and then what the page 1 contains and what page 2 contains. And then if I have more pages, then I have to always have this page body for each of the text. Each of the texts. The problem is that we do not have a what you see is what you get editor for these briefing files. So you have to just type your stuff in there and hope that it fits. So that it's, if you write too long thing, then it goes out from the first page, and then you need to cut it so that it goes to the second page. So I'll just remove this briefing that was for the golden skull, and I'm removing this as well. And then here I've written the actual briefing for this mission, and I just copy it in here. And then I need to put these into these quotation marks. And if I have an empty space or this paragraph, I put another set of these, and I'll just make it so that the entire text is wrapped around these quotation marks. I'll put here just test so that it doesn't crash or anything. And now I'm gonna just go in game, install this mission, and with trial and error put the page break to the correct place. So the mission is now installed, and let's see. So briefing is visible, and we see that maybe we should just cut the text after the part elite of the city. So let's go back. It said elite of the city, so I need to cut it here. So I'll just remove this part and I'll put it to the next part. This doesn't need to be here. And then I think then it should probably be sufficient, or maybe I need to cut it to the third page as well. Let's see. Yes, so when I say something about Raphael himself and his wife, I'll cut it there. And now I'm adding one page, so I have to put page number 3, and I'll copy this entire part. And this is page 3 body, and I leave this final part in here, and I remove it from there. And then it's testing time again. And now I have page number 3, 1, 2, and 3. So the briefing is now done. Objectives, I have easy, medium, and difficult. They look fine. Maybe take this one. Then the shop, 70 gold like it was supposed to be, and then everything is available in this quantity. Let's take one fire arrow. And it looks like the mission is working as intended. And let's even see if the no kill objective gets flagged if I kill somebody.
I'll teach you to mess with me.
You think you're pretty smart, huh?
Yeah, objective failed. Nobody should die. Well, they did. And finally it's time to package the mission now that we checked that everything is okay. So what I did, the final thing, I added word beta here, and also to the readme, that it's bakery job beta. I will fill them later, the actual version. And the beta version is done so that I choose all the folders, and I send it to compressed zip folder, and then I give it the name bakery beta. PK4. And now I can upload this PK4 to the people who want to beta test.